Manga-Waido.
The name's Tomoyuki Kurokawa. My father died when I was little, and my mother's always away for work. To distract myself from the loneliness, I started going out with my friends at night, and before I knew it, I was a delinquent. But I'm actually a scaredy cat, and sometimes I can't keep up with what my friends are doing. Hey, old man! Could you lend us some money? Stop doing this! Hey, let's stop doing this! Huh? Are you scared, Tomoyuki? I don't hang out with you guys because I want to steal! Huh? Why are you trying to act all serious? I'm over it. Let's leave this guy and go somewhere else. Thanks. You saved me. Why is a guy like you hanging out with a group like that? When I explained my situation to the man, so I hang out with them because I'm lonely. I got along with them though. Right. It must have been hard for you. By the way, do you know what you're going to do after you graduate? What? No, not yet. I'm actually a business owner. I would like someone brave and honest like you to work for me. Really? Someone accepted me for the first time. His words gave me courage, and I resolved to turn my life around. After graduating high school, I went to work for his company, Sakamoto Foods. Sakamoto Foods is a company that handles the consignment sales of premium bread and deli breads. Start by thoroughly mastering the personal grooming and language that won't offend others as a working adult. Yes, sir! Sakamoto-san's relative, Sameshima-san, became my trainer. We're close in age, so I can talk to him like a brother. Are you working overtime today? I'll help out. Thank you. Chiba-senpai, who's in my department, is a trustworthy and straightforward guy who doesn't change his behavior even though he knows I used to be a delinquent. With such supportive colleagues around me, I threw myself into studying my job duties, determined to contribute to the company in any way I could. And a few years passed.
I'm Miharu Hashiba. So, you're Kurokawa-san, who President Hashiba was recommending. I have high hopes for you.
I'll do my best. I was selected to be the person in charge of the restaurant chain KS Dining, one of our key clients. Suddenly being put in charge of President Hashiba's project, the pressure was insane, but survival on QSC alone is no longer possible. Plus, H, meaning hospitality, is now required. As a measure to achieve this, how about offering restaurant chain character-themed bread or donuts for customers with young children? Making them a size easy for small children to hold would keep costs low and also allow for differentiation from competitors.
Yeah, you studied really hard in such a short time. I'd definitely like to consider it. Could you make a prototype?
Yes! Subsequently, this project was formally adopted and became the largest major order of the year. I was promoted to the youngest section chief. Yes, just as expected. Well done! Thank you. President Sakamoto, who had no biological children, treated me like his own son, and I looked up to him like a second father. Right now I hold a higher position, but if I leave Kurokawa alone like this, someone who commands my respect, my own position will be in jeopardy. But... what? No way! President Sakamoto suddenly died. When he was fishing, he saved a kid who was drowning, but he passed away by a heart attack. It's really unfortunate. We can't stay sad forever. We must carry on his will and move forward. Yes. After that, the vice president became the new CEO, and Sameshima-san and Chiba-san both became executives. However, Sameshima-san suddenly announced internal rationalization measures. Going forward, We should mechanize more of the production process to boost productivity and sell inexpensive products in large quantities. Our company's selling point was supposed to be high-end products made primarily by hand. Plus, mechanization requires significant costs and time. And our existing clients might not accept it. Kurokawa, isn't your job to make the clients accept it? If we stick to the handmade luxury route, we won't survive going forward. Anyway, we're pushing ahead with mechanization and streamlining at this branch office alone, so keep that in mind. Kurokawa. Even though he used to be a delinquent, he acts all cocky because the late CEO liked him! Senpai, what do we do? Yeah, Samishima-san was pretty adamant. We need to do something about it. But half a year later, Samishima-san became the managing director. I want you to be a part of my project team. For some reason, he chose me, but soon after, I realized that it was a trap. He would ask me to make documents. Oh, I don't need that anymore. Sorry. Then he would suddenly discard them. He started engaging in petty harassment, like deliberately giving me the wrong time for important meetings. He wasn't this type of person. Furthermore, it was decided that Executive Director Samishima would officially take on the additional role of branch manager. As mechanization advanced, the veteran craftsmen and part-time workers who had taken care of me became targets for restructuring and resigned one after another. This branch office is under Samishima-san's dictatorship. It's true that just maintaining the status quo isn't enough, but throwing away our strengths would be the end of everything. If we keep going like this, the same situation could happen at headquarters. I'll bring it up again at the board meeting. However, despite Chiba-san's best efforts, the board meeting vote was reportedly about 6-4, with Executive Director Samishima holding a slight advantage. The matter was postponed to the next meeting without reaching a conclusion. Then one day, on the way home, a young man who looked like a delinquent suddenly bumped into me. Ow! I think my bone broke. What? Are you alright? Hey, old man! Pay the medical expenses and compensation for pain and suffering! No, you're the one who bumped into me! Shut up! Just give us the money! Then a kind-looking boy who was in the back spoke up. Let's stop! It's not good! Huh? A scaredy cat shouldn't be telling me what to do! Right when the boy was about to be punched. Stop it! I instinctively got in between them, then grabbed his arm and tripped him. No. Damn it! What'd you do? Run! What? Quickly! Okay! Wait! I'll fight you! You think you're so tough, huh? It's fine. Let's beat this old man up like we planned. Shit! It's good that I let him run away, but I didn't think about what would happen after. From then on, it was nothing but defending. But I'm sure the CEO in heaven would be proud of me. Hey! What are you doing? Shit! Run! Are you alright? I'm saved. My consciousness faded away there. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed. It was the next afternoon. If Managing Director Samishima finds out I was in a fight with delinquents, I wonder what he'll say. Oh, but I have a meeting with President Hashiba. As I was thinking that, my phone rang. It's Samishima-san. What the hell kind of situation is this, where a working adult gets into a fight with a delinquent and it ends up involving the police? You've disgraced the company. You're fired! No, I'm the victim! Don't make excuses. You don't have to come to the office anymore. I think I'm actually fired. just as I was feeling disheartened, now President Hashiba called me.
Why did you not come to the meeting this morning?
Actually, I got involved in a fight with some delinquents last night, and I just regained consciousness this morning.
What? Really?
Yes, because of this, the managing director fired me. I'll pass on all the necessary information to my colleagues.
Which hospital?
2 hours later.
I'm terribly sorry that my son caused trouble for you.
What? You're... The boy I saved was President Hashiba's son, Kenji. After Kenji ran away, he went to a nearby police station and asked for help. And after returning home, President Hashiba noticed her son acting suspiciously and apparently questioned him about the situation.
I've been strict with Kenji, planning to hand over the company to him someday, but it seems the pressure got to him. Lately, he'd been hanging out with the wrong crowd.
Really? But I understand how he feels. I was a bit of a rebel when I was a kid, too.
Really, I failed as a mother.
Apparently, President Hashiba is also a high school graduate and raised her son as a single mother. The people around her were cold to her and made fun of her, so she went through a tough time. She threw herself into her job desperately, determined to prove herself, and ultimately seized the position of president.
I didn't want my son to go through what I did, so I ended up being strict on him. He doesn't even want to be a CEO. He actually wants to be a cook.
On the other hand, for Kenji-kun, because his mother was against his dream of becoming a cook, he was irritated and started hanging out with delinquents. But I realized how stupid I was being. Thank you.
After that, Kenji and I talked a lot, and I understood how he truly felt. This is all thanks to you. I'd like to thank you.
Thank you very much. And there's another thing I need to tell you. Apparently, those delinquents were hired to attack me. They said they were hired online, and it was easy. The leader was basically bragging about it. It's what they call underground work, huh? But who would hire them to do that? Later, those delinquents would be transferred to a juvenile detention center on charges of assault. However, the identity of the requester remained undisclosed, even after subsequent investigations.
If I find out anything more about this situation, then I'll tell you. By the way, is it true that you're fired?
I don't know yet, but the managing director said I was fired, so unfortunately, I think it's true.
Then why don't you work for us?
What? And after I left the hospital, I was officially fired and went to work for President Hashiba. The boss is asking if you'd like to join KS Dining as well. That's a great deal, but I won't take it. As someone who occupies the lowest position on the board, I intend to give it one more push. Okay, so I moved to KS Dining. Leveraging my experience, I served as the purchasing manager and was also involved in developing new menu items. But there was hardly anything else that matched Sakamoto Foods' quality at the same price. President Sakamoto really was amazing. Meanwhile, after I was fired, Executive Director Samishima took advantage of the weakened opposition to push forward with efficiency measures. Managing Director! The quality is completely different! This is a violation of the contract! I'll have somebody deal with it immediately. Even if the price per unit is cheap, this is just... No way! Cheap and bad? That's out of the question! In the end, it turns out our suspicions were correct. After that, Sakamoto Foods struggled on, trying to reduce non-essential expenses without lowering unit prices, and pushing restructuring to the absolute limit to squeeze out even a little profit. About 3 years later, the thought that the company of the late President Sakamoto will cease to exist can't help but feel deeply regretful. Sakamoto Foods, now run by Samishima-san as president, was rumored to be on the verge of bankruptcy due to his poor management policies.
Well, but if you and the remaining members want to rebuild, couldn't we acquire it as a subsidiary? I've been wondering for a while if we could bring the food processing itself in-house.
Really? I promptly contacted Managing Director Chiba, and after repeated negotiations, succeeded in making Sakamoto Foods a subsidiary. To be honest, there was some tension between me and President Samejima, but everyone else was in a friendly and harmonious mood, and today's signing ceremony went off without a hitch. Mom! Kurokawa-san! Hey, Kenji-kun.
Oh, you were here? This is my son, Kenji.
He looks so smart. He seems close with Kurokawa-kun, too. Kurokawa-san saved me from delinquents before. Because of that, he had to go to the hospital, though. Are you talking about the time that Kurokawa was attacked by delinquents? You were friends with the delinquents who were doing underground work? What? How do you know they did underground work? I don't think anyone knows about that. Yes. You misunderstood and thought that I started the fight and wouldn't listen to me, remember? So how did you know? Oh, sorry. It's my misunderstanding. Hearing what you said, I just assumed that's what it was. Well, don't worry about it. Then I'll be leaving. Suspicious. But I'm an amateur, so I don't know what to do. So I decided to consult with Togo-san, a handyman I met back in my delinquent days, who also knows a thing or two about investigative work. It's been 4 years already. If that guy requested it online, the data's probably long gone by now. Is it impossible? I'll try to get some information from the guys who attacked you. A few days later, I found the culprit's account from the guy's messaging app, but it was already deleted. By the time the police solidify the evidence against that guy Sameshima and check his device, the data will have been overwritten and wiped clean. And he probably didn't use his own device. Right. Sorry, I can't help you. Even our last hope, Togo-san's at a loss. There's nothing we can do. Half-heartedly, I decided to consult Chiba-senpai just in case. I have a good idea. What? And so, the day of the subsidiary announcement ceremony arrived. Thank you for your time today.
Kurokawa has something to say to you first, President Sameshima.
What is it? Are you still suspecting me, without any proof? I actually do have proof, President Sameshima. After the incident, it just so happened to be the time to replace the company computers, but I kept the computer you used under strict lock and key. What? Chiba-san was also the security officer at the time. Back then, it was also a period where we were embroiled in disputes over company policy. I can't trust Sameshima-san. I'll keep his computer just in case it becomes proof for something. I thought something was off about your recent underground work comments, so I had the police analyze your hard drive just in case. And I was surprised. I can't believe you requested the attack using a company computer. The delinquents who attacked me testified that they'd been communicating with the client online. In other words, Chiba-san found the device that Sameshima used at that time. What? I deleted all of the messages! Oh. You've finally shown your true colors.
By the way, I've been recording our conversation since we arrived here.
Damn it! I just wanted it to be my family's company! Kurokawa! It's all your fault!
Chiba-san, call the police!
Yes, ma'am! This is assault. I'll be filing a police report. Shut up! You're acting so cocky even though you used to be a delinquent? What do you mean, cocky? Oh, President Hashiba?
So what if you used to be a delinquent? You're the real scumbag here, getting others to attack people while keeping your hands clean.
Ah! Oh, she's pissed now. She's really scary when she's angry. I found out recently, but President Hashiba used to be a delinquent too. Thus, Samishima was taken away before the ceremony began. I later learned that Samishima had mistakenly believed I was the one pulling Chiba-san's strings behind the scenes. He thought that if he could just eliminate me, his path to becoming president would be secure, so he recruited people online to pick a fight with me. He was overestimating me way too much. Samishima was arrested on charges of assault after the restored messages served as evidence. Of course, he was dismissed from his position as president and cut off by his family. After that... Wow, can't believe I'm the CEO now. And I'm an executive now. From an ex-delinquent to an executive, that's a huge advancement. Is it too much for you? Yes, but I feel like President Sakamoto's counting on me. Yeah, that's the spirit. I'm counting on you, Managing Director Kurokawa. Yes! Thus, Sakamoto Foods took a new step forward as a subsidiary of KS Dining. Just watch me, President Sakamoto. I'm gonna do my best.